Hey, everyone here. It's Adam, your man Adam here with Worldwide Stereo, coming to you with another live happy hour event. This is our second one that we're doing here. We are here tonight just to talk about lots of different things surrounding our industry. We're going to have a lot of special guests here tonight. I want to remind everybody here, Worldwide Stereo, our showrooms are indeed closed, but we are all working remotely. We're here to support you. We can help you with some installations. We got some great DIY packages that you can get your hands on and help you out through those, but we're here to help you virtually, and give us a call. We can talk. We can go over lots of stuff here. So I want to get ready to introduce my crew here. It's going to be a fun night, and I want to encourage anybody you're going to have a lot of people here that you can bounce questions and ideas off of. So anything is fair game when it comes to the industry here. Technology, you want to talk audio, you want to talk video and TVs, whatever it may be. So it's going to be a fun night, and I can't wait to get started. So without any further ado, I want to bring in my friends. Yo.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody can say hey. Say hey, Ira. How you doing?
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Hey, world.
Hey, world. Yeah. So again, we're all working from home, and these are some of my best friends around the business here. I got Tommy from our Ardmore store. Got Sean, works with me at the Montgomeryville location, and Ira, one of our online specialists. And I see some really nice drums back there, so I can't wait to talk a little bit about that. So again, everybody, welcome. Let us know where you're coming from. And let's see. Oh, there's Steve. He's already saying, "See, I got fans, guys. See, what's happening, Adam? What's up, Steve? How you doing, brother?"
Yeah.
Oh, Barry's in again. I've seen him before. What's up, Barry? How you doing? Good to see you again. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Tonight is a hi-fi happy hour, so guys out there, let us know what you're drinking as well. We're certainly going to let you know what we're having here tonight. So it's going to be definitely a fun night. Okay. Oh, we already got Sean. Shout out to Sean already.
What's up, Mike?
So, yeah. Let's see. Hang on 1 second here. So we are all working from home. So I'm getting noted. My toddler is running around. I apologize. Might want to turn down the TV a little bit so we don't hear that as much. We'll give that a shot. Yeah, Free Will Brewing. I'm gonna pin that one later. That's what I'm drinking. So guys, again, we're all working from home. We're here to help you out. Anything you have, you can email us. You can reach out to us, and we're glad to help you. So I want to get out. I want everybody to introduce themselves. I guess we'll start with you, Tommy, and just kind of give us, what your background is, your role at Worldwide Stereo, what your expertise in, and again, the all important question, as this is a happy hour, what are you drinking?
So I'm currently sipping on a White Claw, a black cherry. I've been eating way too much, so I got to watch out. Like, I'm putting on weight. So being stuck at home all day long, I need to put a lock on the fridge. So I've been with Worldwide almost 15 years.
Wow.
And I'm a sales associate, product specialist in the Ardmore location. And I've been doing this over 21 years. And I got into it because my parents bought a big screen TV at a store similar to ours in California. And from that time on, and the way the sales associate treated us, I was hooked. So,
yeah, we certainly like to have a lot of fun around here. Whoa,
yes, we do.
Fall? What are you drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, you said the White Claw. I'm sorry, you did say the White Claw. All right, very cool. Hey, Sean. So let's get to you. What's your role at Worldwide Stereo? I think you have some of an interesting story with Worldwide and how you got here, and also how you got to your current position.
Absolutely. So I started with Worldwide Stereo in 2010 as an installation technician. I had just gotten done electrician school at CHI in Philadelphia, and I took a low voltage class, and Worldwide Stereo was hiring a tech, so I figured I would interview. And I ended up getting the job. And from there, I was an installation tech for a little over 2 years, and then moved into a scheduling role, which is like an assistant manager of the installation department, or assistant to the regional manager, however you want to put it. So from there, I moved into project management, and I was a project manager for about 4 years. And then I decided I wanted to move into a sales role, and I've been there ever since. And I think I'm going to stay in the sales role for quite a long time now. I think I really like it. So that's my story with Worldwide Stereo. But most importantly, what I'm drinking is a Tired Hands double vanilla milkshake IPA, which in my opinion is the very best beer that you can get. That's right.
That is a good one. I've definitely had those before. Thank you, Tired Hands, for making a delicious product. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And
Across
Ira,
the
my man,
street
Ira.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said Tired Hands is across the street from us down in Ardmore.
That's true.
Wow.
Very true. Yep.
That is true. So,
If I
Ira,
worked there, I'd probably drink it too much.
what do you got going on? What's where are you from? A little background.
So I work in online sales and customer support at Worldwide Stereo, and I've been with us for 11 years, and been in the industry for over 40 years, since 1975, and also involved in pro audio as far as production and performance is concerned. I'm a former Philadelphia Orchestra recording engineer. I'm a world percussionist and drummer, and I mix live concert sound and lights, and I bring, I think, a lifetime study of performance psychology and the experience of listening and the experience of and for me, knowing how sound is captured helps me relate to people as far as how sound is reproduced. And it's really, for me, it's an important part of understanding everything about listening to music and the experience.
That is definitely a different side of the things. I mean, for those of y'all who have seen me on these live broadcasts before, I've always told my background story. I mean, I got involved in music at a very young age. My family is involved in music. I started classical piano lessons, did that for about 10 years or so. And then I was able to learn other instruments, and sound as a whole just fascinates the heck out of me, just how it works. And you know, the sound waves from the air and get into your ears and those kind of things. And we can talk about that more later, but that's what really got me into love with music and just the emotional side, like you're talking about there, that comes along with listening to music. It's you know, I love all genres of music because there's so many different emotions that one person can have, and every piece of music or every style of music can tap into a different emotion. So that's what it's all about for me and why I love this industry. So that's yeah, we can go. I see you want to say something. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, my father was a professional musician. He was a Philadelphia Orchestra violist, and just living and breathing music all my life is really just like everything for me. It's like I'm a little less of a movie guy and a lot more of a music guy as far as our mix here on the screen.
Sure.
And it's everything. It's a part of my entire existence.
Absolutely. So I want to give a shout out to. Oh, I'm sorry, Ira. What are you drinking tonight? It is happy hour.
I'm drinking heavy stuff. I'm drinking seltzer tonight.
Oh, there you go.
I was instructed not to actually refer to what I'm imbibing.
Understood. So tonight I am representing Free Will Brewing. It's a company right down the street from me, kind of like Tired Hands, but local here to where I'm at. And it is called, I love their names are legendary. This is Cloudy with a Chance of Charcuterie.
Aw.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the stuff is so good. So good. New England style IPA with oats and milk sugar.
Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
It's on a coaster.
I was just there.
On a coaster. It's okay.
It's good.
It's okay.
It's good.
All right. So I want to move in a little bit and talk about, everybody wants to know, what's the mechanic got in his garage, what's he driving, those kind of things. But again, everybody out there, this is interactive. Let us know what you're drinking. Ask us questions. We're going to talk about some of our favorite stuff, some audio, some video, and things like that. Let's see what we have going on here. A Nutty Irishman. Cheers. Ooh. Everybody, let's give a big cheers here. Come on, we didn't do that yet.
Yeah.
Into the middle.
Welcome.
Into the middle.
Oh, into the middle. You want to go in the middle? Let's see if we can make it happen. Hey. All right, here we go.
Cheers, boys.
All right.
Cheers.
Let's see if we just got any little quick questions that are coming in beforehand before we start. But no, it doesn't look like we're good. So all right.
Oh,
so let's dive in here. Whoop! I gotta remove that from the screen there. There we go.
There you go.
But let's dive in here. Let's talk about what the mechanic has in his garage. Tommy, at home, what kind of system do you have at home? It could, your TV or your audio system, and what do you do like in your spare time as far as making time to possibly listen to music, that kind of stuff? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh boy, what don't I have?
That's good. Bob loves you for that.
Yeah, I think my paycheck stays at Worldwide Stereo. Let's see. So for my main system, I'm running Dynaudio Zeos hooked up to my TV. So it's a small room, and I'm not conducive to surround. So it's basically what I call the soundbar killer. It's
okay.
It's stereo, optical out of the TV directly into the speaker, and I also have my turntable. I have the Cambridge Audio Alva TT hooked up to that. And then I've got I love Dynaudio. So I've got Dynaudio Music 3 in the kitchen, a Music 1 in the bathroom. And if you can't see behind me, I'm a Disney geek. So
I can see behind you, and I know you're a Disney geek.
Our guest bathroom on the first floor is themed after Pirates of the Caribbean. So the Music 3 plays the cue music for Pirates of the Caribbean 24 hours a day.
Wow.
So,
well, there's something that you learn every day. I didn't know that. Yeah. That's pretty intense, bro. Okay. That's awesome, though.
It's just
I don't want to see pictures of your bathroom.
The best part about it is that we were at Disney World right before this happened.
Right.
And my mom said, "Hey, it sounds like your bathroom."
Great. Nice. That's awesome. All right, so good. So you're really into music. You don't have the home theater thing, but that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, right, we watch a lot of movies, though.
Do you?
Yeah, with just 2 speakers, it's quite amazing.
Do you stream a lot of them, or are you playing discs? A mix of both?
Mix of both.
Mix of both?
Yeah.
Okay. Any priority one way or the other when you think about it? Like, say, I'm just going to stream that, or I want the disc. Is there a... So
if it's the first time I've seen the movie, I'm still the guy that buys Blu-rays and a 4K Blu-ray player hooked up to my Sony OLED. It's the best picture.
Right. Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Tommy. Let's switch over to Ira here. What do you got going on at home as far as, you have a crazy amount of drums behind you, so we could talk about that for sure.
That's right. In addition to playing Western kit, I play a wide variety of Indian, Pan-Asian hand percussion of various sorts of some pretty crazy stuff. There's a rack of 17 gongs behind me. There's a big gong behind the drums back here.
Moby Dick.
Say it again?
Moby Dick. You gotta have the big gong.
Exactly. My system is my main system. Of course, there's a rehearsal PA here and PA that travels to various local locations. Around. It's a 24-channel Mackie board to my right over here. A bunch of microphones around here. But my main listening system is a vintage pair of Kef flagship speakers from about 35 years ago, which is a testament to how good high-end speakers will really last forever. And I'm running a Macintosh preamp and a Hafler Transnova power amp and a Mission turntable from England. I have Heos. I have a Heos link streaming into the main system.
Okay.
I have a wireless Heos 7 in the bedroom, and I have a Heos 3 in the office.
Nice. I have a Hafler amp as well, the 9270 running my main. So very familiar with the Hafler amplifiers.
I had 3 generations of Hafler at a point. I had a highly modified Dynaco Stereo 70, which of course was David Hafler. I have a Hafler DH220, and I have the Transnova 9500. So at a point, the Stereo 70 is no longer in existence, but at a point there were 3 generations of Hafler in the house.
Yeah. So do you do? With the drum kit there, do you actually have like band practice at your house or anything?
Yeah, the Dukes of Destiny practice here, and I'm a backup drummer, both live and a rehearsal backup drummer for the Dukes. I play with a band called Nitrous once in a while, which are my high school bandmates, my original high school bandmates from 45 years ago. As a matter of fact, 48 years ago.
Wow.
And a few other things. well, and a few other things. And it's it moment to moment, whether I'm down here on the kit or with sitting at tabla or a Middle Eastern darbuka or a Tibetan singing bowl. There's a lot of craziness going on here.
Those are some crazy names, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen you play them, so it's a lot of fun. Well, thank you, Ira. Yeah. Sean.
Hey.
Wait. High five.
I don't have any Tibetan singing bowls or anything.
Yeah.
No, high five.
There we go. All right, cool. I got you. Thanks, bro. My wife and I are big movie buffs, so that's what our whole room is centered around. What we have is a 65-inch TV in the corner of the room. I have a passive clip soundbar mounted underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pair of RP 500s for my rears that I have on a little custom table that are usually a little bit further apart, and then a pair of in-ceiling speakers for my Atmos. So in total, I have a 5.1.2 system, which is perfect for watching movies around the house. My recliner is pushed up a little bit, though, and my wife always sits on this couch that I'm on, which is right underneath the Atmos speakers. So she's always the one getting blasted with audio for sure. And I also have a universal total control system that controls the whole system. And I have some audio in my kitchen and bathroom that's also controlled on the URC system. And I have a couple of SMP2s so that I can stream whatever I want to listen to on them. So it's a really nice little system for the house that we're in, but we're thinking about getting a new house, and it's got an unfinished basement, so it's definitely going to be a theater down there for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfinished.
I too
Blank canvas.
I don't have surround sound, but like Tommy, a well set up 2-channel stereo system does a marvelous job with movies and TV.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some movies with 2-channel and they do sound fantastic, but I'm just lucky enough to be able to fit all, a 5.1.2 in here, and it sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
we really enjoy it and watch movies all the time. But what do you got over there, Adam? Looks like you got something a little custom up there.
Little custom, and
a little custom.
I think I'm gonna tout here. I think I may have one of the best systems at all. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. We'll see.
Probably.
So I have the most versatile system. I'll tell you that. So this is my new family room. I built an addition last summer. 18 by 22, and the front we have about 8 foot.
And we watched the progress on that, by the way. It was fantastic.
So. And then it goes to about 11'3" in the back. So I followed the roof line. So this is a big volume space. These are speakers that my father built. They're all handmade. These are Hy-V research drivers. These are Aurum Cantus ribbon tweeters. I have 2 of them here, and they're on casters, which is really cool. So when I'm watching a movie, I put them back in their spot, kind of up against the wall, flanking the TV. But when I want to listen to just music, whether it's vinyl or streaming, I wheel them out into their perfect spot and I set them up, and I know where that's at, so I can get the perfect sound here. So those are my front 3 speakers, and then for my side surrounds and my rear surrounds, they're all Focal in-wall speakers, and then also I have 4 Atmos speakers, which are all Focals as well, and they're square, so they have 2 woofers and a tweeter. So the tweeter is angled down, coming to you from the front this way, and then from the back coming at you again. So this is a full 7. So I have 7 speakers. 7 speakers. .2, because I have 2 subwoofers, and then .4 Atmos surround sound system. I power all that with a Yamaha RXA 3080 as my main processor, and then I run the pre-outs from my fronts to my Hafler amplifier that I described before. Back here, I do have a JVC QL5FY turntable. Nice big rosewood side panels there. It's kind of a late 70s, early 80s turntable, fully automatic. I got a Sumiko Blue Point 2 cartridge on it. And then I got Blue Sound as my streaming service. And are they the same spieler? No, Mark. You actually have better ones. You have the 300 series, but very similar, yes. I see my buddy Mark here. He came in and he said, are they the same speakers that I have? They are the same shape and design, just you have the 300 series, I have the 100 series, but yeah. So besides that,
I heard Dad's speakers, by the way, in the showroom. They are marvelous. Yep.
Thank Thank you. I'll make sure to let him know. He wants me to sell my subwoofers so he can build me some custom ones that'll match this. So we'll see. I might go down that path. Like Ira, I've been in bands and I've been a drummer, but my drums are packed up right now. It is very sad. I haven't been able to set them up in quite some time. So I like to play the guitar a little bit and stuff like that around there.
Anytime you want to stop by, man. Seriously.
Okay. Oh man. I feel a little rusty, but I'm sure I could kick the rust off there. So, and then of course the big 75-inch Samsung Q90, late edition there, and I am pre-wired for a projector and a screen too. So that's next.
My man,
that is next. I want to do that.
That's the ultimate.
It is. My wife is fighting me on that, but
I want a short throw projector so bad.
Yeah, actually, I would love a short throw too. That would be great. Short throw would be really cool. Wait, Adam, do you hear that? What? Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Just making sure. Okay. Just making sure our audio was good. Just making sure the audio was good.
Yep.
I have a 65-inch Mitsubishi DLP, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I had one of those, like the Diamond series, the DLPs, rear projections.
Yeah.
They had the really good audio built into them, right, Ira?
It does, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I remember when I was an installer, I installed a few of those. Those were really, really sweet. It was kind of the last leg of the DLPs, but it was really,
I replaced the
TV.
lamp a couple times, but the thing keeps on going.
Ira, what's your favorite piece of gear out of everything that you have there? What would you say your favorite one is? You can only pick one.
Yeah, I think the Mac preamp that I recently got. I've had some really crazy stuff over the years. I had an audio research preamp. I've had Julius Futterman vacuum tube output transformerless mono power amps, and stuff comes and goes. But I had a B&K preamp recently in the system, and just got the Mac preamp, and it just transformed stuff. So I think at this moment in time, and not talking about any of my pro stuff, at this moment in time, I think the Mac preamp is probably my baby right now.
Okay, Sean. Your favorite piece?
I mean, it's probably the thing that's been working a lot of overtime lately, which would be my television. We watch it all the time, and now that we're on quarantine, it's on a lot, but not during the day because I'm working all day.
Okay. Right. So you're doing
Ron's definitely watching. I'm working 9 to 6
all day.
All
the time.
Tommy, what's your favorite piece you got?
Oh boy, probably my Epson projector, because I use it for a multitude of things. I use it for when we want to get a huge 100-inch image, and then I also use it for 3D projection mapping in my Halloween displays.
That's right. You should talk about that. Your Halloween stuff, man. That's really, really cool. What do you call it? Manny-Unk Manor, I think is what you call it?
Yep.
Yeah. And what do you make everything, or do you buy the stuff?
So I buy some stuff, but I try to get, I look at things that are for sale, get ideas from it, and then recreate it myself by building it from scratch.
Okay. Do you start, how long does it take to get your whole setup going?
So one thing I started a few years ago when I started doing the displays here at this house, I set up the same day and I tear down the same night. So it's, I actually had a neighbor say, "Hey, I walked by, it was amazing." And the next morning it was like you weren't even there. So it's kind of a thing I've done. And I give out full-size candy bars. So
okay.
And we get about 400 trick-or-treaters. So
wow,
that's a
actually
big candy bars.
It's true. This year, this coming Halloween, I have an idea to use my stage lights, which are all DMX controllable, and you can make, you can synchronize.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, and as long as the weather's good, I have this big plan to make some stuff happen. It's gonna be really cool.
Well, don't you have Tommy? Didn't you start like a YouTube channel or something like that for that?
I did. So far, I just started it because we were quarantined. So, I had some extra time on my hands, but it's Manny-Unk Manor on YouTube. So there's one video that I've got where I built some LED candles I build all the LED lights that go in with it.
That's wild, man. So yeah, definitely
Nice.
check that out. It's really cool stuff. Here we go. Drinking whiskey here. Hard work
Yeah.
day. I deserve it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love that whiskey. We got a few little questions that are coming in here, so I'm going to kind of get to those. And here's one from Anthony for Sean there. What sub do you have there?
Oh, what's up, A-Rod? I have an SVS SB2000, and it works perfect. Anything more, my wife and my neighbors probably wouldn't be happy with me.
And to answer the question, that's mine. That's my kid in the background. Sorry about that. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, she'll be
We're home.
Yeah, well, we're all working from home. So yeah, she'll be 4 in June. So that's one of many in the house. We had. Can you repeat the type of ceiling speakers that you use? Sure. They are from Focal. They're the 100 series, the IC 100 LCR. 5 or 6, I think, is the model. I had to check that, 5 or 6. And again, they're the square version, so they're rather large. They're meant to fit inside of the stud base, so they are 12 by 12, but it's a pretty decent size speaker in the ceiling. But I like them again for Atmos, because Atmos speakers, if your listening position is right here, your Atmos speakers are supposed to be 35 to 55 degrees in front and 35 to 55 degrees in back. So that helps the tweeters angle down towards my listening position perfectly. So I really get a nice mix. And yes, we are inverted, folks. We are big Top Gun supporters here. And if you remember the scene there where he was talking about being really, really close to the MiG, and Val Kilmer, he mentioned a little comment, and I was inverted. So that's where that is coming from. So you guys all understand. It's kind of a little running joke that we have at the Montgomeryville showroom constantly. Somebody's going to Tommy's house for Halloween. I see that. Oh, and apparently that's where our next Halloween company party is. So you better
All right.
All right.
get ready to rock and roll. My favorite piece of equipment. Oh boy, God, I go back and forth between my Blue Sound Vault and my turntable, because they both just give me so much enjoyment. I'm definitely more on the music side of things, but I do love home theater, and some of the best stuff that I think when you combine the two, I'm a big concert on Blu-ray kind of guy. I mean, it's an awesome experience, because you're kind of blending the two. You're getting this great surround sound mix with things happening behind you, with hearing the crowd get involved, and then you get the great mix up front with the music coming at you, and it just kind of gets you to the concert without going and maybe getting a beer spilled on you or something like that, or having to be in the middle of a mosh pit if you're a little more aggressive of a rock show. So yeah, concerts on Blu-ray are fantastic. The mix is great. Definitely get into them if you're into it.
I went to a Marilyn Manson show and sat next to a stranger, and he kept punching me. I was curious, and he kept punching me in the arm during the whole show.
I mean, wow. Okay, if you told me that you went to a Marilyn Manson show, I would have said.
I was curious. I was curious.
Okay. All right. Hey.
I wanted to see the act.
It's definitely an act.
Yeah, for sure.
Here we go. This is a question for everybody. Let's look at this one. What is everyone's favorite song to play on a system to show the quality of the equipment?
That's a great question, Ashley Tome.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even see the name. I just saw the question. But
That's funny.
So you
cards
start.
down?
You start, Sean. Go ahead.
I swear.
With your favorite song to play.
So if I'm doing a movie demo, I think anybody who works at the 309 showroom knows what I'm about to say, and I always play I always play the intro to A Star Is Born, where Bradley Cooper is doing a live concert. It has a fantastic bass line and really shows off the subwoofer. If I'm doing a music demo, it depends on what speakers and who the person is that's doing the demo. But for the most part, a safe bet for me would be Marion Hill Down. I always think is a very good demo. Exactly.
Get me down. Yeah, that's a good one. Tommy, what is your favorite song to play on a system to show the quality?
It might not be the best to show quality, but it's one of my favorites. It's from Poison. Every Rose Has a Thorn.
Oh,
Going with some dad rock. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's some solid dad rock right there.
Solid dad rock right there. Wow. Okay. I mean, there is a nice little guitar. The guitar part is nice and wide open when you get in there.
Yep.
Okay.
The remastered version sounds amazing.
I bet. Ira.
I like to start with acoustic music because part of what I do, I said very early on to myself that anyone can plug an electric guitar into a tape recorder and press record, but for me, it's capturing acoustic music faithfully. So I tend to start with things like acoustic cello or string quartet before I go into more electric things to really hear the full, harmonic richness. And as Adam said, it depends on who you're demoing for and what you're demoing, but that's where I tend to start.
Yeah, I would say this question is focused. Like I would say, when somebody gives me something to listen to, for me to evaluate, let's say, I always start with the 1812 Overture.
There you go.
It's a piece of music that I know so well. It's the Telarc version.
Blowing speakers up.
Yeah, the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra there. The Kunzel recording. It's insane, and I just love because it has the chorus along with it, which sometimes you don't get depending on the piece that you're listening to. I then like to move into guitar work like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Satriani, Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson's Manhattan from the G3. I could listen to that every single day, at least twice. It's just one of those songs. And London Grammar is another one that I like to use for female vocalists. Her song "Hey Now" is a really great song to just hear the female vocal, which is typically very hard because it sits right in that mid-range tweeter crossover point. So it's really kind of hard to get right most of the time. So great question. What's that?
Don't forget about Whitney.
I love Whitney. I absolutely love Whitney. She gives me goosebumps every single time that I listen to her.
Every time.
Don't say it apologetically. It's fine.
No, I just like
don't act like you don't listen to it.
Did you say Whitney or Brittany?
Whitney. Let's get it straight here. Let's get it straight.
We're talking about Whitney. I have a Whitney album right over to my left over here. So absolutely. What I was going to say is, Whitney came out in the time when there's recording quality, certainly on CD and stuff like that, was like suspect a little bit. So sometimes it's hard to capture a great Whitney recording, which I wish was a little bit better. But so that's the only caveat I'll say to Whitney.
You mentioned
we're talking about Whitney Houston.
There you go.
Of course.
Sorry. Yeah.
Adam, you mentioned the 1812 Overture years ago at Saratoga Performing Arts Center, the Philadelphia Orchestra's summer home. They brought in 2 state troopers to fire long guns into barrels of sand, and one of the percussionists sat behind the shell watching the conductor and would cue the state troopers, and those were the cannons.
Wow. Okay.
It was pretty cool.
That is
cool. That wouldn't happen now.
Probably true.
That's good canon knowledge, Ira.
You know what? This is a good one too. I forgot. I do listen to Dream Theater as well. That song "Pull Me Under." Dream Theater is some very good progressive, like rock and metal, with a phenomenal singer. Like a classically trained singer. So that's good stuff right there. Absolutely.
And a great drummer.
Multiple great drummers. Yeah.
Yep.
Patricia's gone. Mike Mangini is with them right now, but I do love. Yeah.
So Ira, if I asked you right now who the best drummer of all time was, who would you say? Ooh,
Buddy.
Turn up the heat.
Who's
Buddy?
Buddy guy?
Buddy
Rich.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I was like, well, didn't he play guitar?
Guitar player.
You're right.
How about you, Adam? What would you say?
Yeah.
Me? Oh man. I mean, I'm certainly a Portnoy fan, big time. I love that. I love that style. And then Bonham, Led Zeppelin. Those are just great drummers. I really like how smooth like Portnoy can be. And Dana Carey of Tool. Thank you. He's another great one. Definitely a great drummer. So a lot of the guys that influenced me in listening. My band, when I had a band as a drummer, Tool was a big influence. So Dana Carey.
As far as drummers go, I'd probably have to say Travis Barker. I hope I don't get any flack for that one.
No, it's fine.
All right, let's see here. Anyway, Tool has a great drummer. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that. Our turntables making a comeback due
They
to
made a comeback.
a lot of bands are making, I don't know. Yeah, absolutely.
They
made a comeback.
outsell.
We saw a ton of tables.
Records just outsold the CDs or record players just outsold CDs players for the first time since 1981.
That happened just this year. I thought that was like a trending thing. Like it's been the past couple of years that record players.
Yeah, well, I think it first happened last year in 2019.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we see it certainly on the sales floor, and Ira, you see it on the.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how many calls a day do you get, Ira, about a turntable?
Sometimes I sell multiple tables a day. A lot of calls.
Do. And any of our local customers out there, if you have turntables or older turntables, or you purchase a turntable locally, you can bring them into the showroom at Montgomeryville, and I can help you get that thing set up properly. I have all the test equipment and stuff like that there to really, really help you out and get that thing dialed in properly. Because if you don't have the right equipment, it's guesswork. You know, there are tools that you do need to have to set up a turntable properly, so you don't damage your vinyl and get the most out of it. So
quick testament for Adam as well is he's probably one of the best turntable guys in the business.
True.
So if you want to get it set up properly and you want it to be done diligently,
Thank
you
you.
come see us and Adam will take care of it for sure.
Thanks, bro.
No problem, bro. Free plug there for you.
The best Overture 12 was okay, Basili Day. Got that. Seeing some things roll in here. So, all right. So while we're talking about turntables right here, let's bring up the question: digital or analog? We got to do it. Tommy, what's better? What do you think? What's your answer to that? What's better? Is it digital or analog? What do you think? We get that a lot.
So, properly recorded high resolution music can sound better than vinyl, I think, because most vinyl, even if you try your best to clean it, you still have some dirt in it, and that's the pops and the hiss and things like that. And a lot of people think that that's how records are supposed to sound, but we sell record cleaning machines that can take all that dirt out of them.
True.
So the boy, I don't know. There's something about vinyl. When I put it down, I guess my answer is vinyl,
Okay.
analog, because when
Just giving you a little shout out there, Tommy. Apparently, this guy purchased an order phone blue from you today.
so the funny thing is that's probably Tommy Gilman.
It is. It was. I saw that sale. It was Tom Gilman.
And we're gonna have to. He's gonna have to change his name.
So this is Tommy Glanders. We have a gentleman, Tommy Gilman, who works with us as well. So that's
Not
funny.
the first time this has occurred.
But
No.
Jazz Mister, thank you very much for purchasing an order phone 2 in blue from us.
Yeah,
If you have any
totally.
questions about it, give us a call back for sure. So sorry, I didn't mean to
Blue is awesome.
interrupt you there, Tommy. I just wanted to give you a shout out.
When I first started with the company, I was getting his mail. That was funny.
Oh, geez.
That's funny.
So, Sean, go analog or digital?
Like Tommy, I agree with everything that Tommy said. For convenience sake, I probably listen to digital music more, like when I'm driving to appointments and stuff like that. But if I had my choice, I would definitely pick analog. There's something very nostalgic about listening to a vinyl record. I know that we have cleaners that take the pops and the little hisses out, but to me, that's one of my favorite parts about listening to vinyl. It's just very nostalgic. So I would say analog for sure.
Have you guys seen like the really old cars, and I forget which ones they are, but they actually had turntables in these very, very old vehicles?
Yeah,
Yep.
in the 71 Cadillac.
Is that
There's a
okay?
Muhammad
Chris-
Ali. There's a
Chris
Muhammad
Warren's
Ali
gonna start
ad,
installing them.
right?
Oh, thanks for being a great resource, guys. Worked with Sean a few times since I moved, and can't wait for my wife to approve me to finalize my man cave so I
There
can
you
get
go.
it set up.
There you go.
You know, there is a saying out there that it's easy to ask. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. So
That's right,
I'm
Matt
just
Blank.
throwing that out
Remember
there.
that.
Cool. So my wife is kind of off to my left over here, and I just got a
Mine's
glare.
upstairs, so I'm good. I'm good.
So the digital versus analog thing.
Yes, Ira.
I've got an analog heart and spirit, but digital music has come a really, really long way, as Tommy said. And I own records on 2 floors of the house, and I lost count many decades ago. But I just stream music, and it sounds fabulous.
For sure.
So,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, digital music has certainly come a long way. And guys out there, we're actually going to have a special coming up we're going to talk about streaming music, and going to have a very special guest. He's on this call, if I can call him out there. Mr. Solomon, Mr. David Solomon will be one of my special guests to talk to and about digital music content. We've known David since his Peachtree Audio days, and right now he's working for a streaming service called Qobuz. And Qobuz out there can bring you some really, really what's called high-res music. And that's, I mean, I could spend time just even talking about that. The word high-res, I think, can be misused so many times. There he is. Hold on. Where? Oh,
hey,
there we go.
Hey, man.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, Dave.
So, yeah, I can't wait to talk to him again. He's a good friend of ours. Always a nice guy. Great. Can't wait to talk to him again about all this stuff. And again, that word high res is so, I think, misused from time to time. So it's gonna be great to go over that. So personally, I go back and forth, just as some of you do, with what's better. And it's not, for me, it's not about what's better. It's just certainly different. Vinyl, when you get a good vinyl record, there's just an experience that isn't like any kind of almost digital experience that I have. It does separate itself. So given, I'd say, the best vinyl record experience versus the best streaming experience that you could possibly have, I'm going to go with the vinyl on that one. But there's a lot of bad vinyl out there.
I have some horrendous sounding records.
Horrendous sounding records. So, yeah.
So one thing I wanted to point out too with vinyl is that you got all the cover art. The artwork is amazing. People hanging on their walls now, and that's gone with the streaming music.
Mm-hmm.
There was a romance. There's no question about it.
Well, I will tell you that's also some of what is coming back in some of these other streaming services, Qobuz, and also another one out there. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but we can talk a little bit about it. Rune, and that's what's coming back in the digital realm is the cover art stuff. Like if you're in Qobuz and you're looking at something, a lot of the CDs will have, like, it's a little thing that says booklet, and you click on that and you can scroll through the booklet. So that's because everybody says that. It's everybody's like, well, you get the booklet. Like, here, hold on, I'm gonna just over here real quick. Whoa. We're fine.
Now you've done it.
Yeah, right. There we go. So I have this.
I saw that back there.
Yeah. So here, I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan. I go and I see at the Sellersville Theater, I see Get the Lead Out every single year.
Yep.
But when you open it up, there's so much here to appreciate and all that. And that's all coming back in the digital realm of these streaming services, which is what people, miss and they want. But if you can get it, in the digital thing and have it be nice and clean, then that's a home run. And I just have to say, though, but if you are going to listen to Led Zeppelin, this is the only way to do it. I'm just saying, this is the only way to do it.
As a movie buff, Adam, I would have to tell you, if you're a huge vinyl guy, you got to watch the movie Almost Famous that came out in like the early 2000s. It's fantastic.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you have. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to throw a couple of those out there.
So we talked about audio demos. Let's talk about movie demos. So for like a big impactful theater, Sean, you mentioned it earlier, but you're a movie buff. Him and I, actually, can I bring up the competition that I won? Can I bring that up?
Now you have to. Now you must.
Bring up the one that you lost.
What's that? Anyway,
now you must.
We like to trade off like movie quotes like all day long. And so, so you have an extensive movie knowledge base, and you actually give me great recommendations, so thank you to watch some movies. But besides, so we know you like the one. What are some other movies that you like to demo? And maybe what's the best movie that you've seen recently?
That's a great question. So some good demo movies. If you're doing an Atmos demo, one that's actually on Netflix, if you wanted to check it out, is the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Is a fantastic demo for Atmos audio. Like I said before, the Star is Born opening scene is fantastic for good bass response demos and stuff like that. And some good movie recommendations if you're looking for them. On Netflix, if you are like a sports guy, Bleed for This with Miles Teller is a fantastic movie that's available to stream that just came on. That's really good. I'm also like a poker guy too, so I really, really like the movie Molly's Game. That's also on Netflix. So those are two really good recommendations. I'm sure a lot of people are at home bored, and if you need something to watch, those are two really good ones.
We just got a recommendation here from a good friend of ours, Mr. Scott Jordan. What's up, bro?
Oh,
man,
Scott
the soundtrack
Jordan.
is awesome.
So that's a good one. We have Aquaman. Good.
Yeah.
As far as the
Good
soundtrack,
demo, bad movie.
demo. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I like
Good demo, bad movie.
Right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Great demo, bad movie.
For sure.
In my
Just like Tron. Good demo, bad movie. Dark Knight, fantastic
another
demo.
one.
The scene where they're driving on the motorcycle and he has the rope going in and out underneath the truck is a fantastic demo scene as well.
Yeah.
Over at the Ardmore store, we have an amazing theater set up though. So Tommy, what's some good stuff that you guys use to demo?
It's varied throughout the years. I still love displaying Avatar. The movie came out in 2009, and it still holds up really well. You guys are making me thirsty. I ran out, and I don't want to run off camera. But I would say probably Avatar is one of them. I really like Dead Men Tell No Tales from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's their 5th film in the franchise. So.
Yeah, I use Avatar as one of my demos when I'm at work, and for my own system too. When they're well, no, I like the Home Tree one because it has a lot of music to it. So and then you have the big topic, all the the animal. That's a good one. And Top Gun, I'm gonna go there. That's my go.
Here we go. Everybody at once.
Inverted. Yeah,
there we go.
That opening scene is just a classic. It's got the music and it's the buildup, and it's just the buildup of that with the music in the background. I mean, everybody knows that. You hear that and you go, ooh, right?
I'm getting goosebumps already.
Right, and then you have the way you can hear the wind like wisping around like on top of the aircraft carrier, and then that back like the jet. I guess whatever blocks the flames, from coming out of the back of the jet when they're sitting there getting ready to take off, and then the plane just goes, and it's just like you just want to take off. You're like a flying in there. It's so awesome. So great demo that whole movie for me. Ira, any movies that you've recently watched, or you said you've done? So you said
a lot of TV. Say it again.
You said that that watching a movie in a 2-channel can be a very good. Is there a movie that you can remember that really accentuates that being a 2-channel system?
We've been watching a lot of TV, a lot of cool Netflix things, but the system is so spacious and so 3-dimensional, by design that I really don't. If I had the space to, and I would probably do some surround, but it gets plenty big and it goes back beyond the speakers. And I really don't miss it in 2-channel.
Yeah.
Again, a properly set up system.
Yeah.
Just to throw something in there, Adam, like one of the most, the best visual demo out there, what all the experts say is definitely going to be the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I'm drawing a total blank on what it's called now. The Revenant, yes, thank you. The Revenant. The way that it's shot and everything. It's beautiful and it's fantastic. And if you have a good 4K television or projector, I might suggest that you give that a shot to see what it looks like. It's going to be amazing.
Michael, I'm definitely with you. I forgot about it, but I forgot to mention it. I still use the original Matrix. There are you got the lobby scene, which is a great demo scene. I like the helicopter scene.
The helicopter scene's fantastic.
All good, great scenes. But I talked about concerts on DVD too before, or on DVD shown. Yeah. Blu-ray.
DVD.
What's that? Is that like a record?
2002?
Yeah, well, I've been doing it since then. So, no. So one of my favorite ones, I just finally owned it myself. I've always watched it and streamed it before, but I had to buy it. Is Adele? Okay, live at the Roy Albert Hall. This is a great one. Another great one that I love is John Mayer, "Where the Light Is On," or "Where the light is." Yeah, somewhere the light is. I think is what it's called.
Is that the Austin Marvel demo?
Yeah, Austin does use that demo. That is a great
shout
concert.
Shout out to Austin.
If you like, he starts out with just his like vocal stuff, then he goes into like he's got a trio band, which is like a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of style, like Texas blues. Then he's got his pop stuff that he does, like from the Continue album and all that. And I ordered some more. I'm waiting for him yet. I'm waiting for a Foreigner concert. I've been waiting for a girl.
Cold as ice.
Oh yeah, all of that stuff. And I can't wait to watch that one. So that one's coming.
Summer before last, I played with Nitrous, and we opened for the new Ian McDonald band, who was with King Crimson and Foreigner up at Havana's in New Hope, as a matter of fact.
Kidding.
Very cool.
Just saying.
Like just name dropping. Cool. Just saying.
Yeah.
So, wow. So let's see here. I just want to kind of go back through and see what's coming on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Gilmore. Okay, yeah.
Yep. Oh yes, that.
Yeah, that. that is definitely a good one.
Yep.
Ukulele partner. Wow. Okay, everybody together. Wow.
Yeah.
Just. All right. So we've talked a lot about different things right here, and I appreciate everybody's comments. We're definitely having a good time here. All right. I'm going to throw something out there just to have a little fun. And let's see here. Sean, what food will you absolutely not eat? Like not eat, like not happening.
Tim Colser will attest to this, the project manager who still works for us, but I'm not a big fan of curry. So just the smell and everything, I'm not a big fan of anything that's with curry.
Get out.
I'm sorry.
World drummer who plays all the Indian drums and everything, right? Yeah.
I know.
Well, Tommy, you cook a lot. You're always posting like things from your grill and everything. So is there anything you won't eat?
No, I'm a dumpster fire. I'll eat anything.
Yeah.
Here you go. Ready?
Ira, are you pretty wide open, or is there something that you're just not happening?
Pretty wide open. I'm a pescatarian, so I eat fish, but I don't eat chicken or pork or beef. So that would probably be up on my list. But other than that, as far as general dishes are concerned, I'll put anything in my face.
No, okay. Yeah, no mushrooms for me.
Oh,
send them over here.
I learned when we went to visit Focal that I don't do caviar either.
There you go.
Okay, so
I tried.
So we all went to Focal.
At least you tried.
Yeah, we went over to Focal, and they certainly have some interesting cuisine over there. So I'll add to my mushroom list of sweetbreads. Yeah, that just
there's a great Polaroid of us right in the middle of that archway, just broing down like.
There is. So you can check out some of the photos on Worldwide Stereo's Facebook page and also our page about our Focal trip. And there's definitely an awesome bro picture. I think we're like, one of these.
Yeah.
Were we wearing the pink shirts? I think we were wearing pink. We both wear pink that day?
I don't know. I have to double check. I think one pink, one blue, kind of like what's going on today.
I think you're right.
Real men wear pink.
That's a little weird. That's a little weird.
You got lost on the escargot, I think it was, Sean. Right?
Oh no, escargot. I'm sorry. What did I say? Caviar?
Well, yeah, Crabby. I think it was escargot.
I meant escargot. I tried it, and it just the fact that it was snails, and I just couldn't get on board. I tried. Bob made me try it, and I just couldn't get on board.
At least you tried it.
Yeah.
I tried it too. Like it was, I just couldn't get past the whole.
It was the only thing the whole trip that I couldn't really get on board with. Everything else that we had in France was delightful.
Tommy, you mentioned you're a Dyne Audio guy. What is your favorite speaker you have on display? So Tommy's from our Ardmore store. So what's your favorite speaker on display at Ardmore?
Ooh, the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah. Oh, man. Probably the Vogue 50s.
Oh, yeah?
So we have them in the walnut finish. They're gorgeous. They're not the most expensive.
No,
but
that's fine.
They're just awesome. When I hooked them up to the Cambridge Edge.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like a match made in heaven. I thought anyway. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, hey, Tom, I just want to let you know that I am absolutely loving my Dyne Audio Contour 60, even before fully breaking in. Kudos to you and Rob for providing amazing service. Great doing business with you guys. Thank you very much. And where do you go, Tommy?
I'm glad you were able to get them while I was out.
Ira, what are your favorite speakers that we have? I mean, you can
these
go either.
These days, anything and everything Focal. They just make music the way I like to hear music.
That's right. Sean?
Well, as the resident number 2 Focal salesman in the company, I would.
Go ahead. You can finish.
Yeah. I'm just setting that one up for you. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Focal Contas. I love the flax drivers with the beryllium tweeters. I think it's a fantastic combination that gives you really great bass response with the precision of the beryllium tweeters. If I could take home any pair of speakers, that's what I would take home.
Yeah, and as the reigning number 1 Focal sales guy, thank you. Barely. Wasn't it by like? Yeah. Let's not go. It was substantial. It was substantial. Okay. I mean, who doesn't love a pair of like Utopia Maestros for $65,000 for a pair? Absolutely. But they're absolutely fantastic. I have the pleasure of listening to. Well, I had the pleasure of listening to them at least 5 days a week when the showroom was open. So I definitely missed them big time. But all in all, too, so those are great. But the Sopra 2s as well are just, it's the evolution of the Electra speaker. So the Electra was the first speaker Focal had with one of their beryllium tweeters in it, and that whole design and everything like that. And it was, but so the Sopra has some new stuff on it that we got to see. Guys, the Focal factory is just gorgeous, and what they do there is awesome. So definitely the Sopra 2s, and I mean, again, who wouldn't love a pair of Utopia Maestros? They're just fantastic. They're on display. Once we get our showrooms back open, please come down. I'll be happy to spend as much time. Bring your own vinyl in. We got a phenomenal turntable there.
We Goose. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. We. Oh, sorry, Goose.
You got a great Polaroid of it.
And
sorry,
I guess
we'll just go back and forth all day.
Yeah. What? All right. So last thing I want to kind of ask here. Let's talk playlists, guys. And we talked about our favorite demos, but what are some of your top favorite albums? I'd say, or maybe think about like growing up, like albums that I know it's impossible. It's such a hard question because your playlists are infinite. But for instance, like for me, when I was talking about my band and my influence, the band Tool and that Lateralus album was just such an influential album to me. So it's special, to me in that regard. So that's a very important album. Any albums like that just you want to mention that are just have that impact. Like think of an album that had a really big impact on your life. What do you think, Ira?
Chicago Transit Authority, believe it or not, is a comfort album for me. it's almost impossible. There's so many things, but that comes to mind as a comfort record for me.
Okay. Tommy, something that maybe moved you or means a lot to you as far as an album is concerned?
Oh.
It's crazy.
It is.
I listen to my listening. I go from anything from Cab Calloway to Slipknot to, I mean, it's pretty broad. So I can't pinpoint one album. It just really depends on the time of day and how I feel at the moment. I feel like I can recall memories better when I'm playing certain songs.
Sure.
It's also interesting how when you listen to something, they're like our sense memories from hearing it like 30 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like if someone plays Loonies for me, I feel like I'm in concert in 1995 again.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, Sean.
Yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of like kind of stuff from my childhood lately since I've been locked in the house a lot. It's good to listen to some music while you're working. So I've been listening to a lot of Offspring, Nirvana, Nevermind, a little bit of rap, some 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. Got to mix it up with a little bit of everything. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to a lot lately.
I have a Tupac album over there. I have a Dr. Dre.
Cool.
So I got some stuff over there. So definitely represent.
You don't even want to know what's on my playlist.
90s hip hop.
Yeah.
I'll also mention things like early Genesis and King Crimson and stuff like that.
For sure. Oh yeah. And everything ever done by Stevie Ray Vaughan for me. He's just forget about it.
Yep.
Forget about it.
The guitar amp buzz in Little Wing. In fact, that's a demo. That's a demo for me because hearing the guitar amp buzz during that rest. There you go.
So I asked this question, and I'll ask you. This is right to you, Ira. Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Impossible.
Impossible.
I can answer that.
All right,
I guess.
Well, go, Ira.
If you want to go chronologically, I guess Jimi, but Stevie is. It's tough. It's impossible.
Okay.
Jimi.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Jimi Hendrix.
You're going Jimi. Yeah, I certainly love them both, and it's the whole argument you can say you can't have one without the other, and that's certainly true. I just, for whatever reason, every song that I hear Stevie do of Jimi's, I'd rather listen to Stevie's. And maybe some people might hit me over the head for that one or whatever. It's just, I don't know. There's just something
There's
about
There's a local guitar player.
Quarterback. Sorry, go ahead, Ira.
No, I was just going to say, Donnie Butler is a local guitar player who is a Jimi, who comes from the Jimi school. But if you ever get to hear Donnie Butler play locally, he plays for a number of bands, including Brown Sugar, a Stones cover band, a tribute band. But if you ever get to hear Donnie Butler, that it hits that question.
Good. Okay. All right. Let's keep that in mind. Well, God, guys, we've certainly talked a lot tonight about a lot of different things. Yeah, Butler is great.
There you go. Cool.
There you go. I just want to remind everybody, like I said before we get out of here tonight, that we are here for you. Our showrooms may not be open, but our online business and all of our salespeople are here to help support you. We have a lot of DIY packages on our website that we can put together for you, and then also help you with as far as getting that installed and set up. So we're here to support you. I will say you can email or call us right here. Any questions you have, any follow-up questions you have, you can call or email us at this information right here. Don't forget our YouTube channel. So this will be saved on our YouTube channel and on Facebook, but we have a site or our own page, on YouTube. And please subscribe to that. It helps us out immensely. You have no idea. It's one of the things that I learned recently. It really helps us by subscribing to that channel. And always, here is our website, worldwidestereo.com. You can go there to purchase things, or you can call us to purchase them directly. We have a lot of incentives right now and sales going on as the season is around outdoor right now. Earlier yesterday, I did an outdoor live event where we talked a lot of things about the outdoor audio systems that we have. And coming up next week, like I talked to you about, we're going to have some another guest speaker on Wednesday, 12 o'clock. That's when we do our lunch and learns with me, and I'll have a special guest on there. And then we'll do this again Thursday the next week at 5 o'clock. We'll do another happy hour event. So anything anybody wants to say before we close it out here, guys?
Yeah, I'd like to say great job once again, Adam. You do a fantastic job hosting these happy hours. And
thank you.
I'd also like to do one more cheers to the middle.
with
all the guys.
Let's go to the middle.
Everybody get the angle right.
Hey!
Cheers. There we go. Good job, guys.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you.
And Adam, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hey, Fern.
This family is second to none, guys.
I appreciate
all
all
You
of
guys
you.
are the best. This was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, don't forget to tune in next week when we do another happy hour Thursday at 5 o'clock, and also next Wednesday at noon for our lunch and learn. This is Adam
This is
with
Sean.
Worldwide Stereo. This is
This
Sean.
is Tommy.
We're inverted.
Ira.
You're inverted. Thank you guys so much. I'm reminding you to listen to music every single day. So long.
Take care, guys.